If some industry is so hyper competitive that there is no way to make any money, maybe some of the people should think, we ought to be doing something else with our talents. We have actually made those kinds of decisions in the past. At some industry, this environment is not very good for us, conducive. Maybe we know we should use our talents elsewhere. If you are stuck in an endless rat race, maybe trying to leave or leaving might be the best option. Not running the race might be the best option. Part of our vision is to provide a unified operating system for business, as we call it. We're trying to build the cloud products, cloud applications together so that they can work as one. Activities, all of these have to be in sync and the data has to smoothly flow. That is the vision. That is why we built that whole suite. And speaking of growth, I'll say this, yeah, definitely there is growth, but there is also, if you excessively only obsess about growth, cancer is also a form of growth. So it is very important to have that balance. That growth is only important in the context of our maybe unmet needs, all of that. And we are not going to write software to trick you into clicking on this indefinitely all the time. That's not our intent. We are definitely focusing on this whole remote work suite heavily. And it is collaboration across this work from remote, not work from home. Work from home may adjust to work from remote offices, kind of a model, which is what we are going towards, where we are setting up small satellite centers in various places for remote work. But we need excellent technologies for it. That is actually very much part of our current focus. And deepening our product suite, deepening the integration, enriching the whole integrations across our products, and enriching the integration with other third-party vendors as well. So a lot of these are, there's very active R&D going on. I myself work in R&D. We cut down the marketing spend quite a bit. We put a lot of that money into giving free subscription assistance to a lot of businesses. And tens of thousands of businesses took advantage of that. And now they are coming back. Business actually held up quite well. I didn't expect it in March that it would held up reasonably well, but it held up reasonably well. Of course, we got impacted, but not as serious as I would have forecast back in March. Certain kind of small businesses that have suffered right now, for example, the restaurants or the nail salons, and those kinds of businesses were not heavy SaaS customers. Those were not the mainstay of a lot of SaaS companies. So that is why you didn't see the distress in the SaaS market, except some very vertically focused providers that focus certain specific industries. We have always been a well-diversified company. Even now, our US share of the revenue is below 50%. So we are not, we are actually fairly global in our footprint, and so that has always been true. It's been true for 10 years now. So you actually cannot predict with any confidence what the course of the world is the next few years. 10 years ago, we were a very minimal presence in the Indian market, but now we have gone up to about 6-7% of our revenue, and it's growing rapidly. So we expect our growth in India is higher than the rest of the world. So definitely that is helping. So we actually are active in China. We are active in Europe. So we are doing well in most of the geographies. Dichotomy where our business has been doing reasonably well. But when I look at the overall macro global profile, I'm not getting a lot of confidence in the system. Yeah, we are approaching it. We will announce it when we don't talk about our revenue numbers, but we are well on our way. And our journalists pull out some numbers from outdated numbers in some cases, but yeah, you can do the digging. So we definitely have emerged as a serious contender in the global SaaS market now, and we are approaching. We'll probably cross 500,000 paying customers, organization customers, paying entities in the next year or so. So we are well on our way actually towards that milestone. So that all these are, maybe 6-7 years ago we had at about 50,000. So we have grown 10x. And the next 5 years again another 10x growth towards a 3-5 million orgs mark. So definitely the growth is tremendous. Along with it, of course, comes the responsibility to our customers, and we always are mindful that customers entrusted with serious data, so we invest heavily in privacy and security. That has been a long-standing emphasis, and we have strengthened those programs for them. We have very active security teams, and we take privacy very seriously. That's why we have said no to the ad-based revenue model for the software, and we actually removed all trackers from our websites, third-party trackers from that. So there's no third-party tracker here. And those things really are the big changes we've made in the last few years at a very affordable prices. That's another thing that we strongly emphasize. A lot of it is the Indian roots, that our Indian customers love our prices, and we want to extend that to all our global customers. We want to be very, very affordable to every customer. So those are some of the values that we do, and we invest heavily in support. We don't outsource our support. We actually have a very strong support team that is actually one of the fastest growing. Next 5 years, look for more geographic coverage in terms of our data centers. For example, now we are in India, we are in China, we are in Australia, just recently launched, of course, US and Europe. In addition, you're going to see data centers in Canada, and we are planning actually Russian expansion, and then Middle East. They wanted data centers, so we're going to put down some data centers in the Middle East, and potentially data centers in Africa and Latin America and some. So cover the world. We already have many parts. And Japan, we have actually we've been requested for data centers. So a lot of that will happen over the next 5 years. You will see going from the 8 or 10 data centers to maybe 50 or 60. So the tenfold or fivefold growth are going to happen. We are actually investing in deep technology R&D, everything from databases to AI to search, better search across unified search. In fact, our search is getting really good. ZIA search, we call it, across Zoho. If you have data around all the Zoho products, it's very handy. ZIA search kind of gives a unified view. That will play a huge role in upcoming expansion. And our AI ZIA broader ZIA platform is getting better and better. So you will see a lot of enhancements there. And we said database technology, we are actually innovating. And we are working on many projects in our data center to speed up our services, getting them closer to the customer. All of those projects are ongoing. And security is such an important area that we have gained enough know-how in it, deep know-how, that we might launch actually security-related products. Biggest expenditure in terms of percentage than normally companies spend more on sales and marketing than R&D. In our case, it will be the reverse, where we spend more on R&D than on sales marketing. And bulk of our staff, if you look at all, are in product development, quality assurance, all those areas. That would be more than 60% of the company. We definitely have evolved, and our system has matured, and our people have gained overall experience. That's really the capital, right? The skills, the know-how, the expertise you gain, all of that, and the maturity. Our designs are much better. Our designers are now really good at what they do. And so a lot of these have gotten better. And that's what in the last 10 years. And that means that now we are taking on more experimental and more challenging product directions now. Things that nobody has done before. How do we know we have spread ourselves too thin? We ship really subpar products. We don't take care of customers well. That's when we know we shouldn't be doing it, right? As long as we do it well, and as long as we take care of customers, and we are good.